Malaysia, Sdn Berhad. A very good evening to every one of you who is online right now with us. So, my name is Michael. I'm the community leader from YGG Malaysia, Sdn Berhad. So today is my first time to conduct this event, this session, and I wish we have a very enjoyable evening. Okay, so today we have invited a very special guest to join our AMA event for this YGGC session. Okay, so um, our guest is Mr. Suresh. Mr. Suresh is actually the senior blockchain consultant from APU, Asia Pacific University. And start from December 2022 this year, Mr. Suresh successfully being invited as the blockchain advisor of YGGC Malaysia Sdn Berhad. So now we are going to introduce Mr. Suresh to everybody. So Mr. Suresh, are you ready to for tonight's session?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Michael.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Suresh. A very good evening to you. Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening to
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay, Mr. Suresh. Um. Before we start to go further, I think everyone would like to know more about you. So, would you mind to briefly introduce yourself to everybody?
Okay, all right, Michael. Thanks, YGGC, for this session. Okay, that AMA session with me. All right. Probably many who are here may have heard me talking about my historical background, and stuff like that. Well, my education background is law, right? So I did my law, and then followed by MBA in IT. So what happened? I was with APU, Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation in Kuala Lumpur. I was a lecturer there for almost like 12 years until I resigned back in 2016, right, to be on my own and into the blockchain space. Um, yeah, so Michael, maybe you
Yeah.
can take more questions from there.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
There's a brief, yeah.
Okay. What you used to do before COVID-19?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before, so let's say COVID was 2019. Okay,
Mm,
2019. Before that, until 2016, I was with APU. Then
mm,
after 2016, I joined as a what do you call innovation and communication. I mean, innovation advisor for a company called Blocktex, right? Uh,
okay.
Talking about Blocktex is the first company that actually did their uh, blockchain conference in Malaysia. We were the first one to do the blockchain conference in Malaysia.
Mm,
That is back in 2017 or 2016 to be specific. All right.
okay.
In fact, we brought in, we did a lot of talks, and we did a lot of sessions for the government that time. Basically, we were giving what they call awareness for the public at large. So a lot of governments, NGOs, okay, we combined with them. We did a lot of workshops, a lot of talks, and so on around that
Mm,
time. So this was pre-pandemic, lah, basically. All right.
mhm, mhm,
So, and then around that time, 2019, yeah, basically we were doing most of it, government
mm.
side and everything. So that's
Okay.
what we were doing. Mm.
Okay. So how will you suddenly hop into this blockchain industry and become the consultant or advisor in blockchain?
Oh, okay. That's an interesting question, basically. All right. Because a lot of people they ask, all right, hey, you did law. How come you are in blockchain?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So like, okay, one of the classes that I teach in was teaching in APU was the topic. I mean, sorry, the group was on forensic computing cohort. Okay, they were
Mm-hmm.
forensic computing students,
Yeah.
and I was teaching them intellectual property as their one of their subject basically
Okay.
topic, intellectual property. And so, basically when you talk about IT students, they are good in IT. All right, I was
Mm.
in business school. And then for you to go and talk to them on law being a boring subject, you have to make it very interesting. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
Because sometimes, in fact, I learned a lot from my IT students that time,
Okay.
in a forensic computing. So my classes would be normally a two-way conversation type of class. So normally what I do for my classes, I will try to get additional knowledge or additional information to give to them to support whatever I was teaching. And
Mm.
that's how when I wanted to teach them on public key, private key, and privacy issues and stuff like that, which in regards to intellectual property, copyright, patents and stuff.
Yeah.
So that is where I wanted to learn more on what do you call cryptography. There's also a topic on cryptography. So I
Yeah.
have to speak like IT person when I talk about cryptography. But that
Yeah.
time initially I didn't know what is cryptography and all about. So I started reading up on cryptography, private issue, public issue, and so on. So as I progressed, first thing I stumbled upon was Bitcoin. I'm
Mm.
talking about back in 2014,
Mm.
right, back in 2014. So I was thinking, what is this Bitcoin? Even initial stage I was thinking what Bitcoin, how and stuff like that. But I continued reading on the technology because my idea is to teach the students on public issue and public key, private key. So I needed to know that particular area, not what was Bitcoin all about. Of course, no doubt I had to learn about Bitcoin, but more towards the technology behind it, which is blockchain technology.
Okay.
So as I was reading up, and it was quite an interesting topic. So I started teaching that to started using that area as an example, Bitcoin as an example for my students. So that's how I started. Then slowly, I had this. I started telling everyone, "Hey, blockchain is going to be the next thing that's going to come.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is going to
Yeah.
rule, and so on." So
Yeah.
this has been happening, and that time I was posting on my Facebook page. That time I said, "Hey, all should try buying Bitcoin and all that." But don't ask me whether I bought or not, because that time, initial stage, I never had any opportunity, or I
Yeah.
didn't know where to buy and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm.
So no, I didn't. Okay. Then but then I was very encouraged. I was very what they call too into this blockchain technology, because I was thinking this is going to change everything, and whatever we are going through and all those stuff. And people used to tell, when internet era came in, nobody adopted it, and then after 10 or 15 or 20 years later, everybody was saying that, oh, I should have adopted in 1990, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
So that happened. Um, so uh, so I, I I started telling that around that time, and people around me was, what is this guy talking about? He's a law lecturer, and he talks about blockchain technology and Bitcoin stuff, and what nonsense. And
Mm.
some saying, and what happened around that time, there were a lot of scams going around,
Yeah.
back in 2014, 2000, so many scams. What
Mm.
happened was, it was all because many of these scammers, or these scamming companies, or so-called companies, that came up with MLM style of networking
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
businesses. So what they did, they know they cannot use ringgit Malaysia or US dollar or whatever. So they used to convert it to Bitcoin. So they say, oh, one Bitcoin, so you pay in one Bitcoin, you pay in two Bitcoins or whatever. So they started taking money using the name Bitcoin, but they will
Mm.
collect in ringgit Malaysia,
Mm.
to say that this is the amount and stuff like that. So, at one point of time, MLM, it collect.
Mm.
Yeah, my friend here, Mr. Dharma, he just mentioned some of the names here in the chat box there. All right, companies like, Bit Kingdom. In fact, I forgotten the names. Thanks, Dharma, for telling me that. Bit Panda, Bit Club. Yeah, so many came out actually. right?
Yeah.
So people were like reluctant, and they were still not into that area yet. So what happened in somewhere in 2015, one of the lecturers from APU, from computing school, she approached me. She said, Mr. Suresh, can you come and explain to our students about this blockchain and
Mm.
Bitcoin and stuff like that? And I was
Yeah.
like, hey, I am from business school. You are in IT school. You have doctorate lecturers with doctorates and all that. They should be able to explain this area,
Yeah.
because it's even though it's new area, is something that you all should know about. But then she said apparently she approached them, but they said, oh, this is all what scam. They said it's
Mm.
all scam, or blockchain is
Mhm.
scam. Straight away they told her, it seems. Then I asked, if they are saying that, why, what is the purpose of me going to explain to the student? Then she mentioned to me that there's a global event. There was a competition uh, by one of the French universities in from France. Okay,
Mm.
that university has initiated, and the topic for that particular year was Bitcoin, blockchain, Bitcoin, and Ethereum.
Yeah.
Ethereum was at the infant stage, beginning stage that time. They just
Mm.
started coming up. People started talking about Ethereum, and even I was telling about use cases that can utilize Ethereum and stuff like that. In fact, I remember telling number of use cases where
Mhm.
at that point of time when I was explaining, they were just theory, but
Yeah.
as now I'm seeing that most of that theoretical use cases now is already being implemented. All right.
Okay.
But that time there's no real strong solid case, to say that, oh, this is going to be like this or something like that. Then I said,
Yeah.
okay, I will explain to the students and stuff. And then she arranged a session. There
Mm.
was like 15 to 20 students, who attended the session. They all wanted to go into groups, and they want to take part in that competition. And then,
Mm.
to my surprise, uh, well, the higher people, like our vice chancellor and our CEO and everyone, they were also seated during that class, basically. And I was like, oh wow, everybody seems to like they are aware of it. It's not that simply they are coming and sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means the awareness has already started, basically. And
Mm.
so that is the time. Okay, so so what I did, I just gave some explanation. I told, because normally what I've done for my classes, I've simplified the explanation on blockchain and Bitcoin and stuff like that, because that's what I do usually. It took me
Yeah.
like 1.5 months or something like that to read up and to understand what was blockchain all about, because I was not an IT person, right?
Mm.
And so, to digest that information and to simplify and put it in a layman's term, it's quite difficult. So but then what I will do normally, I will talk to myself, and I will tell and explain to myself, so
Mm.
that the same explanation which I have understood, I will tell to other people, so that
Yeah.
I know that what I have understood in my method, in my way, people can also understand. Because
Mm.
sometimes, when people we talk about the IT side, when IT people, this is my opinion, what I've seen, that I'm telling, when you let an IT person speak there, their intention is to tell the knowledge of their IT to the public, not
Mm.
whether the public is able to understand what you are saying or not. So
Yeah.
I'm very concerned on that. So for me, I want the people, at least about 80 to 90% of that crowd who sit in front of me should understand. That was
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
my way of teaching. So I
Mm.
explained to the students, I showed them the theoretical part of some of the Ethereum use case around that time. And then I told, maybe,
Mm.
you can come up with your own idea, what you want to do something, and then that's it, finish. Then
Yeah.
I didn't follow up on what happened after that. Then later on, she came and told me, actually one of the groups actually won the national level. That means among the universities in Malaysia, APU students, that particular group, they won the national level. They represented Asia, basically. They
Yeah.
went to France for a competition, and they got like number 2 or number 3 there. They won.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. So by until today, I never asked what was the project all about and stuff. But
Yeah.
but they
Mm.
won. They won the event, basically. So
Mm.
that gave me a very further push to say that looks like I need to venture into this particular space. What can I do? I If I
Mm.
were to be there as a lecturer, I will be just an academic. but then
Yeah.
I won't get a first-hand knowledge on the industry,
Yeah.
because I'm already an academic. So I got the academic basis, 12 years I was already there. But then how am
Mm-hmm.
I going to be in the industry? Because we will have a lot of work as lecturers and stuff. And then even if you want to go and participate in industry, it's not that easy,
Yeah.
because you have to
Right.
complete this and then you have to go to the industry. It's not easy.
Yeah. Right.
So I finally decided to resign in 2016. Right. And
Okay.
to everybody's surprise, they were like, hey, this is full-time job, you have to be there, you're getting permanent money,
Yeah.
economy don't know when it will be blah 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 and all that. I
Yes.
said, never
Yeah.
mind,
Yeah.
never mind, it
Mm-hmm.
we I mean, you have to take a risk line anything.
Yeah.
So never mind, I want to uh, just step inside, just jump, to
Yeah.
close my eyes and jump. Okay, and now you can see I'm talking to you already.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how I then that's how my good friend that time, Mr. Colbert. Okay, he's
Mm,
with Bitcoin Malaysia. So he
mm,
was my friend, and in fact, before resigning, I have mentioned to him that I might resign from APU.
mm,
Then he told me that okay, I need to introduce you to someone, and then
mm,
immediately after I resigned, or when I submitted my resignation letter, I also messaged him, bro. I already give him a resignation letter. But I never thought that he's going to take me somewhere. He just asked me to tell. So
mm.
I just, as a friend, I just told him. So
Yeah.
he is the one who introduced me to this block tax, basically, because he was there
Oh,
as a IT advisor.
I
So they
see.
wanted someone in the academic area to go and give knowledge or talk to the public, to give explanation, because he told
Yeah.
me, because none of them will be able to do that. And since I came from academic background and I already have experience, so I should be able to do it, because a lot of
Mm,
government side they were asking. So that's
mm.
how I went in there, and then the
Okay.
rest is history, basically.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this
And
is
then,
basically how I went in.
yeah, yeah. And as we understand that you are the this senior blockchain consultant in this Asia
APU.
Pacific University, right? So
Yes,
would you
yes.
mind to share with us what is actually your main role in this position?
Okay, basically, you asking me basically what a blockchain consultant would do, lah.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah, 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 right. Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Basically, a blockchain consultant is a professional, right, who advises organizations, like, generally, right. Okay. Now, for example, I'm with university, all right, on how to use blockchain technology to solve business problems, basically, right.
Mm,
And this may also involve assessing the feasibility of using blockchain in a particular business context, whether you can use a blockchain or not, you cannot use blockchain, or how, and all that, or identifying potential use cases, right, and helping to
mm,
design and implement blockchain based solutions, basically, all right. But the
mm,
thing is, university is an academic institution, all right. It's
mm,
not that easy to implement what you call blockchain technology. That means you cannot go and tell them, now you use this technology for this particular purpose and stuff like that.
mm,
You can't do that. So what I always do, okay, we will look into it as in the academic perspective. All right, how
mm,
are we
mm,
going to give this idea or give this knowledge to the students? How are we going to enhance the academic papers, or maybe implement this into the academic area? And what I did, what I always do also, I will bring in the industry, because I have already got the good industry contact now. So what I
mm,
do, I utilize this contact and to bring them over to the university, right?
mm,
So these are the normal response. So the specific responsibility of a blockchain consultant maybe vary lah, okay, maybe vary depending on the specific needs of the organization
mm,
they are working with also. So some of the common tasks that we can normally a consultant would do, as a blockchain consultant, will be like analyzing
mm.
their business processes and identifying areas where blockchain technology could be used to improve efficiency or reduce costs, right?
Yeah.
Advising on the selection of appropriate blockchain platforms and technologies for given use case, designing and implementing blockchain based solutions, including the development of smart contract and other code. I'm not a coder, all right, so probably I will be able to suggest, oh, okay, maybe you can use this particular smart contract. Maybe
Yeah.
I have these people who can actually do it for you, or something like that. Also, can
Mm,
I do provide guidance on the legal and regulatory implications of using the technology,
mm,
assisting with the development of business plans and strategies for implementing blockchain solutions, helping organizations understand the benefits and limitations of different blockchain technologies and how they can be applied in different contexts, something like that. So to be effective in this role, a blockchain consultant should have a strong understanding of blockchain technology and
mm-hmm,
its various applications. Uh,
mm,
let me clear. Uh, Let me be clear that you don't have to be a coder or someone you must know a
mm,
coding or a backhand way of doing stuff. No, it doesn't. I'm a very good example. Okay, legal background. Okay,
mm,
lecturing in legal this one, but I am a blockchain consultant. We have previously, we have done workshop for SEDA, Sustainable Energy Development Authority,
yeah,
ENB, all right, Post Aviation, Post Malaysia, and all that. Okay, like, these
mm,
are the major companies that I have done workshops. All right, but
mm,
yet I'm not a blockchain coder, or you come and ask me to do some coding, I won't know basically. All right, but
mm,
I'll be able to identify, okay, can or cannot. So that's the thing. So they should also have experience working with blockchain platforms and technologies, like what I've done basically, as well as a solid understanding of the business processes and the ability to think strategically about the key word is strategy. Okay, how you can strategize it for the company, about how
yeah,
blockchain can be used to solve business problems. You,
yeah,
if let's say if your company is it's not necessary, or existing software or platform is already there to support whatever has been happening, then you don't have to use the blockchain technology. And then you
mm,
should have a strong communication and interpersonal skills are also important. As the blockchain consultant, maybe also working with a variety of stakeholders, all right, different people within the organization,
yeah,
including the technical and non-technical stuff, because both
yeah,
are important. Yeah.
mm.
So basically, this is the overall picture lah,
Okay,
for as
okay.
a blockchain consultant. Yeah.
All right, all right. And nowadays, a lot of people they are talking about blockchain, GameFi, and also Web3. All this. Actually, is it really in they are related in these three parties with each other?
Okay, let me give me my thoughts lah. So you asked about three things. One is blockchain, and one more
Mm.
is
GameFi,
GameFi, right? GameFi, and
and
one more is
Web3.
on Web3. Okay, so let me start the basics lah. It's blockchain, all right?
Yeah.
So if you ask me, blockchain basically is a promising technology that has potential to revolutionize a wide range of industries, basically by enabling secure and transparent transaction and also record keeping. These are the simple you can say about blockchain. So,
Mm.
and then it has been successfully applied in a number of sectors. Basically, I mean, you can Google out there. You can see how many sectors it's already been applied, right? Including
Yeah.
financial services, supply chain management, healthcare. These are among the others that it's been applied. Now, one of the key benefits of blockchain is that it allows for creation of a decentralized network. So everybody is
Mm.
now
Yeah.
talking about decentralized network, which can
Correct.
be more resistant to tampering and censorship
Mm.
than the traditional centralized system. Right?
Correct.
I'm sure you heard about recent fiasco and SPF and stuff like that. Okay, centralized
Yeah.
and decentralized argument and stuff. Well, no need to go too much into that.
Mm.
So this makes it an attractive solution for situations where trust and transparency are important. Okay, the trust and transparency, such as in financial transactions or even in supply chain management, right?
Mm.
However, it is also important to note that blockchain is relatively new and evolving technology, right? Even though it's
Mm.
like already more than 10 years, but consider it is still new. Because if you still go out at the public, you go and ask someone, what is blockchain? They won't be able to answer you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
You
Mm.
know, if you go and ask them what is internet, everybody will know.
Yeah.
Okay, what is Wi-Fi? Everybody will know, right?
Yeah.
Any restaurants you go, people ask about. They don't care about whether your wife is there or not, but first thing they ask about Wi-Fi. Okay, correct. Okay, so I mean, this is a normal thing like that is happening now. So but for blockchain, you're gonna tell them, they say, yeah, well, don't complicate lah,
Yeah.
so they won't go into that, but they will tell you, hey, I've heard about this blockchain, everybody is talking about it, and
Mm.
want to know lah what is this, but then they won't go
Yeah.
inside. But in a many years time to come, they will tell, yeah, somebody came and asked me about blockchain, I should have gone into
Yeah.
that, right? I don't know
Mm.
why I didn't go. So it's relatively new and evolving technology, and it is not
Yeah.
silver bullet that can solve all problems. Okay, that's
Correct.
what a lot of people will say. Oh, can solve all problems. No, no, no. It's not the silver bullet. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like any technology, it has its limitations and may not always be the most appropriate solution for a given use case, right? It is
Yeah.
important to carefully consider the specific needs and context of an organization, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, as a consultant, this is what I do, right? Before deciding whether or not to implement a blockchain based solution. So this is very important. So overall, I believe that blockchain has a potential to bring significant benefits
Mm.
and efficiencies to a wide range of industries and sectors. And it is also an exciting area to watch, and it continues to evolve and mature. Right. So
Yeah.
that is my take on blockchain.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, talking about GameFi, GameFi, right? Now, it sounds like GameFi is an innovative approach to combining gaming and finance, okay, leveraging on blockchain technology and also non-fungible tokens, or you call it as
Mm.
NFTs, okay,
NFT. Yeah.
to yes, and to create a new opportunity and experience for the users, right?
Mm.
Now, the use of smart contract can also add an additional layer, okay, for of security and automation to financial transaction within the platform, right?
Mm.
Previously, you use fiat currency, to convert, or you want to buy and sell and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
now the entire thing has changed, all right? Is that the whole thing is changed where internally you can do that stuff, okay, conversion and everything can happen with your wallet and stuff like that. Now,
Mm.
the intersection of gaming and finance is an interesting and rapidly evolving area, right?
Mm.
Again, it is also in an infancy stage, right? And the use of blockchain technology and NFTs can bring unique benefits and opportunities, right?
Mm.
uh, let's say, for example, NFTs can be used to create unique and valuable in-game assets, okay,
Yeah.
that can be bought, can be sold and traded in a secure and transparent manner, right? So
Mm.
transparency is the key, okay, and secure, right? Security is the most important thing here, right? Now, this can create new economic opportunities, right, for both game developers and also the players, and can
Mm.
also lead to the development of new type of games and experiences, right? Previously,
Yeah.
when you play one game, you are into that game only, right? But now it's already being upgraded where from one game platform, you'll be able to trade your weapons or
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever life or something like that with another
Yeah.
platform using the blockchain technology. You can just exchange it, right? And then
Mm.
you utilize it in a different platform. So that's one area is coming. So however,
Yeah.
it is also important to note that the use of any new technology, including blockchain and NFTs, can also bring risk and challenges. Okay, it's always there, right? It is important for organizations implementing these technologies to carefully consider the legal and regulatory implications, as
Mm.
well as potential risk and benefits to the users. And these vary from one country to another country also, right? Because
Mm.
let's say we take Malaysia for example. Sometimes all these games you'll have tokens, right? Now,
Yeah.
are they allowing these tokens to be utilized? You are converting that into cash. Is it allowed? There are many
Mm.
questions hanging out there.
Yeah.
But yet, just because they are coming, regulation is there, or they are not saying anything about this, doesn't mean that you don't get yourself involved, right? End of the
Yeah. Mm.
day, you have to see whether it is right or whether it is wrong. Do you have to do your own due diligence, basically, right?
Yeah.
Now, overall, I believe on this gamification, or GameFi, that the intersection of gaming and finance has a potential to create a new and innovative experience for the users, as I mentioned just now. And the use of blockchain technology and NFT can also enable new possibilities in this space, right?
Mm.
Because there can be new creation coming up. However, it is important to approach the use of these technologies with caution and
Mm.
consideration of the potential risk and challenges. So
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. So that is basically my take on GameFi, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, the third one you asked me about
Web
Web3,
three.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Web3 is the talk of the town, right?
mm,
So at one point of time it was NFT. Everybody is talking about NFT, NFT, NFT. When the
mm,
bear market hit, everybody say, "Oh, I bought this, this NFT for so much." At this point of time, now the value is so little. I've been listening. People are basically complaining. All the way. All right.
yeah,
But now it's Web3. All right. Let's see what's going to. I mean, we have to wait and see. Basically, all are evolving. One after the
yeah.
other. Today we are talking about Web3. In about few months' time, I don't know. With some new name comes in, they say, we are now changing this already. This we are giving this solution for something. We never
Mm,
know. When we were talking about NFT, nobody spoke about Web3, right?
mm,
But when initial stage, when they were talking about decentralized finance and something, nobody spoke about NFT at that point of time. Then NFT came
mm,
in. Then when NFT is there, now Web3. All right.
mm,
So that's how the evolution is great. It's very nice to see. Oh, something is coming up every time. It's new, right? Now,
yeah.
Web3 basically is a term describe the next generation of the World Wide Web, basically, right?
Mm,
Which is expected to be more decentralized. Okay, and this today the keyword is the decentralization because of the blockchain technology, right?
mm,
And
mm,
interoperable than the current web, right?
mm,
Now the current web is referred as Web 2, right? Of course, I'm not going into details of Web 3. I'm just telling my take, lah, basically, right? So
mm,
the current
mm,
one is Web 2. So interoperable, basically, there's some kind of connection. That means your businesses can be converted into the Web 3 section, right? You don't
mm,
have to leave something and go, all right? You just have to do stuff for you to move into this particular area, all right? Probably from centralized to a decentralized base or something like that, right? Or you have to
mm,
come up, you have to be creative on what or how you want to do your current Web 2 solutions that you want to give, Web 3 solutions, all right? Now, basically, Web
mm,
3 technologies, such as blockchain and decentralized protocols,
mm,
are designed to enable greater control and ownership, right? That means you own
mm,
your own data, basically, right? You own your
yeah.
own data for users over their data and also online experiences, right? And
Mm,
also to create new opportunities for collaboration and also innovation. So innovation is another key word there, right?
yeah.
People innovate. Now, basically, Web3 technologies have the potential to bring significant benefits and also efficiencies to a wide range of industries and also
Mm,
sectors, right? For
mm,
example, the use of decentralized protocols can enable secure and transparent record keeping and transactions, right?
yeah.
Which can be particularly useful in industries such as finance and supply chain management. All right.
Mm,
The
mm,
use of blockchain technology can also enable the creation of a new type of application and business
mm,
models, right?
mm,
That were not previously possible with Web 2 technologies, right?
yeah.
Uh, 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 so I forgot that there's something that I wanted to mention, but I forgot that it would went off my my thought process. Um, Never mind, never mind. It's okay. When it comes, I will tell you. Okay. Now, okay.
Okay.
However, it is also important to note that Web3 technologies are still in early stages, right? They are still in early
Mm,
stages of development, and it is not yet clear how they will be adopted, right, and used in practice. Okay. Everybody is talking about Web3, but is it going to
mm,
be that particular norm that is going to be a long term thing? We have to wait. So there are also potential risks and challenges associated with the use of these technologies, such as the need of strong security measures and the potential for regulatory challenges. Okay, again, the
mm,
regulation comes in here. So a lot of things. So now, overall, I believe that Web3 has the potential to bring significant benefits and efficiencies to a wide range of industries and sectors. And it is an
mm,
exciting area to watch as it continues to evolve and mature. Now, however, it is also important to approach the use of the technologies with caution and consideration as a potential risk and the challenges also. So I think in all my 3 pointers, I have the potential risk and challenges to be seen also because uh, it has become a hype. Okay, everything initially say everything will become a hype. All right,
mm,
so that is why always the experiences have taught us that just don't fall into that particular hype and always check or do your due diligence at all times.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Mm.
right. So
Okay.
this is
Just now,
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, just want to mention that blockchains have been existed in the market for quite some time already, and yet, but
Okay.
still, a lot of people they still cannot have a very clear picture about blockchain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, what from your opinion, what is the reason that that make the market or a lot of people still don't have any idea about blockchain or maybe GameFi, NFT?
Okay, I would say it's awareness and education, lah, right? And the interest, right? You see,
Mm,
you first of all, for you to adopt something, you need to have the interest. That like for me, I had the interest that, but my interest is totally different. My interest, I wanted to give something to the students. Therefore, some or other, I went into that particular area, and there I'm here now, all right? But then awareness should be
mm,
created also. There should be more awareness created, all right? Now, in creating awareness, you have to be simplify a lot of things, basically,
mm,
because the one reason that I see that still the public, because you see, yeah, uh, maybe I have a good background education. When I read it once, I've understood. Even until today, I'm still learning, okay, from a lot of people. I ask a lot of people, there are things that I don't know, I don't do, and stuff like that. So I'm still what a non-stop learning, is happening in my space, because I cannot be quiet, otherwise I'll be left out. Okay,
yeah,
people will overtake me, and then they will go somewhere. By the time I reach back, I look at them, I'll be thinking, oh my god, why did I miss this? So for me, I have the interest, so I'm reading a lot of stuff, and getting the knowledge. When people ask, and then I should be able to answer. I'm also a consultant there, so I should know how to do or what to do stuff and things like that. So that's
yeah,
my interest. uh, the awareness, I mean, I had the awareness, so I took it. So for the general public, number one, they think that blockchain is something to do with investment. It's,
mm,
because they look at cryptocurrency. So it is not the blockchain technology that many of them are looking at. It is the cryptocurrency that they are looking at, because the hype has made it such a way that crypto is the next thing, not the blockchain. All right.
mm,
And for those who look at the crypto part of it, they are not bothered about how the blockchain evolve. I'm not telling everyone is like that, but what I see, the confusion is, this is what is happening. All right.
yeah,
So when they go, and when some of them they go into crypto, they ignore the blockchain part of it, and they are fully into the because for them, I want to make money. All right.
mm,
But some of them, uh it's not that I'm not saying that you can't make money. You can. All right. With a little amount, because for many people the greed comes in. Okay, for many people the greed comes in, and then they lose money. All right. They won't follow people's advice, and they end up blaming blockchain and cryptocurrency for it. They will say, end of the day, it's all scam. They cheated my money. All right. Can you imagine
mm,
people who have invested into FTX? All right. Even Singapore and the Temasek, lost, how many millions, they have to write off. Correct or not?
yeah,
Now, imagine these people, putting the small time investors who have put in money, because it's quite, in Singapore, they rejected Binance, but then they took
yeah,
in FTX,
yeah,
but then it went, it worked the other way around. Okay, FTX collapsed. All right.
mm,
So
yeah,
imagine people who trusted that and then went into FTX and put in money there. How's the loss? So now what are they going to say? People who have understood, they are going to say, never mind, I took the risk, I went in. Those who didn't know, those who followed other people, seeing other people are earning, and then you put in your money thinking that, oh, I can also earn like him, they are the ones who are going to blame others. All right. And even people who have interest, when they say go and meet this type of people, hey, I want to go and learn about blockchain. First thing they will say, hey, careful, careful, very high risk, uh, don't go into blockchain. This is
yeah,
what they will
yeah,
say,
yes,
not
yes,
cryptocurrency. They will say,
mm,
it's your fault that you don't have the proper mentor or someone that you follow and stuff like that. All right.
mm,
So in that sense, I would like to praise my friend here. Okay, he just asked me question, Mr. Dharma. Okay, he has actually, just to announce again, he has created a good group where he's mentoring all of them. give them a proper knowledge, proper idea, how to go in, how to move about, and he's keeping the crowd with him. In
mm,
fact, some of the YGG games, okay, under my purview, most quite a big number is under Mr. Dharma's group. Okay, and he's giving it for free. The education is giving it for free of charge. All right, I
yeah,
think I should mention this here. So likewise, when you have this type of mentors who want to give, people must go willing to learn, right? And then
mm,
it is not 1 month in 1 week that you are going to gain everything and then you are going to go up on that. It's a learning process. Okay, there's a
yeah,
learning curve. It takes time, right? But the
precisely.
time will be worth it, basically. So I feel
Yeah,
that is the reason, lah. They people are getting confused, or they have either no interest, or they fall for scam and then they decide not to go in, or they are not just bothered,
mm,
right? Ignorance, right?
yeah,
And these are the main things.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, I feel.
okay. So, Mr. Suresh, do you have
Yeah.
any idol in blockchain?
Uh okay. The idol word is a bit quite high. It's a very high level idol. Actually, I don't have any idolism. Basically, I
Okay.
don't. I'll prefer not to have an idol, right? Because
Mm-mm.
end of the day, when your idol do something wrong, you tend to get heartsick. How this guy. I trusted him. He did like this. So you become very frustrated after that. So, but then I do have number of people, because I follow in Twitter and all these places where there are a lot of people in the blockchain era or blockchain area where they give a lot of information, a lot of knowledge and stuff like that. But for me, if you ask me a favorite person, I don't call idol, but favorite person, and I would say he's my guru basically. Because
Mm,
why? Back in 2014, 2015, when there is a lack of information about Bitcoin and blockchain and all those stuff, this is the person who has been putting up a lot of videos and stuff in YouTube around that time, and he was giving a lot of knowledge on it. Which I was one of the students where I was basically going through all his videos and everything just to get a knowledge to see how he speak, and then I absorbed it. I digested and then I simplified and gave it to my students. So the
mm,
person that I would mention here is Andreas Antonopoulos. Okay,
mm.
Andreas Antonopoulos. Okay, you can
Okay.
Google his name and you can see
Andreas.
all his
Mm,
videos. Okay, so he's a
mm,
well-known figure basically in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. In fact, when we were in Blocktex last time, Blocktex brought Andreas Antonopoulos twice to Malaysia. Okay, we brought him twice for the public, to give public speaking and stuff like that on cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. So I did take a photo with him, so I'm so proud. Okay. Okay, so he's also a technologist, he's an author, he's a speaker who is also well known for his expertise in Bitcoin and blockchain technology. You can just go. He has written several books, which some of it you can find in our local bookshops also, like
yeah.
what do you call mastering Bitcoin, the
Mm,
Internet of Money, and mastering Ethereum, and books like that. So he's also a popular speaker and has given talks on cryptocurrency and blockchain
yeah.
at a lot of conferences and events around the world. He's also well known for his passion for decentralization and the potential of blockchain technology to change the world. Right?
Mm,
Many people in the cryptocurrency and blockchain community look up to him. I'm one of them. Okay, he's a thought leader basically and an authority in all these topics. So I
mm.
would say his name.
Okay, okay. And Mr. Suresh, do you mind to
Yeah.
describe more about this? What is actually this NFT about? Because I believe a lot of people still don't know what is this NFT actually.
Okay. Basically, NFT is non-fungible tokens. Okay. Non-fungible tokens are digital assets that represent an ownership. Right. If you take Van Gogh's artwork, right? You can't. There is no other Van Gogh art. Correct or not? Okay. And art.
Mm,
Okay. There's no same art, a similar, exact the same one somewhere. Okay.
mm.
So if there is one, then it's fungible. when,
Okay.
when you don't have it, it becomes a non-fungible. All right, so they
Mm,
are digital assets basically, okay, that represent ownership. Okay, of a unique item or asset. Now, if I have 1 ringgit, there can be another 1 ringgit. It's the same, right?
Mm.
Okay, it's the same value that you are giving to it. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Excitedly when I talk, I get a cough. Becomes dry. Okay. So it basically represents ownership of a unique item or asset, basically, like a piece of artwork that I mentioned. They are stored on blockchain and are unique in that they cannot be exchanged for other tokens or assets in one-to-one manner. Just my I said, okay, I give you this 1 ringgit, you give me this 1 ringgit. End of the day, they are the same, correct or not? But you can't do this for NFTs, right? Or the asset that is in NFT. You cannot exchange it to one-to-one manner, okay, like a
Mm.
traditional cryptocurrencies does, right?
Yeah.
Which are known as fungible. The normal traditional ones is cryptocurrencies are all fungible tokens, right?
Mm.
And this is non-fungible. And NFTs have gained popularity in recent years as a way to authenticate and sell digital art, music, videos, and other types of media, right?
Yeah.
They have also been used to sell physical items such as collectibles. You have all these cards, the player now World Cup is going on. So let's say the player cards or any limited edition items and stuff like that, right? Even
Mm.
DC comic have also come up with their own NFTs with their hero characters and stuff like that. They are heroes, they are villain characters, basically, right? Now there are different opinions on the value and utilities of NFTs. Some people see them as a way to give digital assets a real value and ownership, with others view them as a speculative investment. Okay, because
Mm.
this is what happened in the beginning, because it was very speculative. You just pour one color, put one PDF format, put inside, and there you go. You are selling your art. All right, and
Yeah.
people buy that. Wow, it's interesting. 100 ether, 200 ether, 500
Mm.
ether. People
Yeah.
started. When you look at it, you'll be thinking, what is this? Okay, and what are the people buying
Yeah.
this for? And
Mm.
okay, it's a way to give real value and ownership. While others view them as a speculative, as I mentioned just now, or a fad, basically. It's worth noting that the market for NFT is still relatively new. Okay,
Mm.
it's
Mm.
still a new market and not fully understood, right? Because everybody is now sticking to the PDF drawing and putting it for sale. Okay, so it
Mm.
is very difficult to predict the long term impact or adoption of it.
Yeah.
uh, and I would say there are also potential use cases of NFTs beyond art and music, because everybody is now, they are stuck, their mind is stuck to uh, artwork, or I can put music, or art music or something like that. That's all. But there are many examples where people are already talking about these NFT use cases beyond
Yeah.
this art. Okay. Number one, as I mentioned just now, collectibles. All right.
Mm.
NFTs have been used to sell unique collectibles, okay, such as
Mm.
sports cards, stamp, and also other rare items, right?
Yeah.
And it's being used in real estate also, right? Now, NFT
Mm.
has been used to represent ownership of physical properties such as plots of land and entire building. So there are organizations, I mean, or companies that are already out, whereby, let's say, in Australia, you can buy a whole platform. Okay,
Yeah.
let's say an apartment, for example. They
Mm-hmm.
will fractionalize it. Okay, that means they will count the square feet and everything. So each square feet will be made into NFTs, and people are allowed to buy these NFTs. That means
Yeah.
collectively all of you will buy this apartment. Okay,
Mm.
when the value goes up, and your NFT values will go up, right? And if anybody
Correct.
wants to rent, the rental money will be distributed to all the owners of these NFTs.
Correct.
That is one idea. All right.
Yeah.
So that is one idea of NFT. And I'm also advising a company called Landoc.io, right? They
Mm.
have a staking base in what do you call, they are a lending platform for property developers. All right. How they utilize NFT, normally they will take support documents from these developers, and they put these documents in NFTs for people to view, right?
Mm.
And they will own the NFT first, and when the developer return back whatever he has borrowed, then the NFT will go back to him. So
Mm.
this is how they utilize. So likewise in real estate, virtual items, NFTs have been used to represent ownership of virtual items in
Mm-hmm.
video games and
Yeah,
other virtual worlds, even gamification. All right, as
yeah,
you already have NFTs, all the games, you can see they have NFTs and so on,
yeah,
right? So and then tickets, right? And NFTs have been used to sell tickets to events. I'm sure you all
yeah.
know about that, such
Mm.
as concerts, sporting events, and can help
Yeah,
prevent
yeah,
ticket fraud also, to
yeah.
providing a unique variable ticket for each attendee, right?
Yes,
It can be even used for attendance also purposes, even for
yeah.
identity. Okay, it has been proposed as a way to represent and verify personal identity information, all right, your data
Okay.
basically, such as educational qualification or even professional certifications. You can put it in NFTs. So
Correct.
it's worth noting that these use cases for NFTs are still being explored and may evolve over time. That's what I
Mm.
think. Yeah.
Okay. So then, how APU actually play their role in this blockchain education, and is there any subject being offered in APU about blockchain?
Okay. Now, the subject. Okay, how they are approaching. Okay. Okay. Let me tell the historical background. How I went back again.
Mm.
Right. After I resigned in 2016, I've never gone to any universities as a full time, or probably I would have given a talk or something like that. In one or two universities. Right. But other than that, so APU. Okay, they observed me that I'm in the industry and stuff like that. So
Mm.
the CEO messaged me, and then it asked me why not come back, to APU. Then I said maybe not as a full time. So then he suggested, okay, why not come as a consultant and just tell us what we can progress further.
Mm.
So they were the one who took the first step, right?
Okay.
That time was still pandemic, right? I think I'm talking about this is 22, probably 2020, around 2020, right?
Mm. Mm.
Somewhere around that time, right? I went in late 2020, so probably
Mm.
early 2021 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then what happened? So they wanted to have subject matter, or subjects to be done, or they want to give a degree or a certificate program or something like that. This is what they wanted. So it is in progress. So what I did was, uh, okay, what happened when I was in the industry since 2016. I was also a senior blockchain consultant for Putra Business School at one point of
Oh,
time.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So the problem that I saw among universities, all right, they want to do something on blockchain, right? But then they feel that if I deliver, because you see, end of the day, when students go to universities, they need to get a job when they come
Yeah,
out. Okay.
yeah.
Now, the worries of all the universities were, what if I were to give this degree program or masters or anything, what happens? They feel that there's no job opportunities out there on blockchain
Mm.
technology. This yeah, worry. Okay,
This is
because
what
they
they're
couldn't see.
concerning. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they were worried that they are not giving. But on the other hand, the industry is there. They were claiming, because I was in the industry. So what I hear, what people tell me, there are not enough courses in the university. Can you see the
Mm.
problem or not? Industry is telling university have no course.
Yeah,
University is telling there's no job if I give a
yeah.
course.
Mm.
Industry is telling no, we have a job, but you have to give a, it's a egg or chicken situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which one first?
So yeah, so I saw that. Then what I decided, okay, first thing, when we go into university, what I planned was, wanted to have a community, because end of the day, when you have just talking about blockchain and everything, yes, you in the academic side you want to put a degree or everything, but then in that particular university, if you don't have a community that is supporting a technology, or what is we're talking about blockchain and everything, then who is going to be the marketers for this particular? You can't just keep on sending marketing people to promote your subject, correct or not? We need a
Correct.
very good community. So therefore I gave the idea of starting a club. Okay. a club in APU. So
mm,
that's how together with two more lecturers who are already lecturing there for in the accounting and finance side. So we combined together, and they picked up some students, right? Who they went and asked around. So after we have decided, they asked around, okay, who got interest in this blockchain or cryptocurrency stuff and all that. At
yeah,
initial stage, we get about like 15 students, 15 to 20 students. They
mm,
were interested. Okay, they want to have a club. They want to form a club, right? And then we had an online meeting. That time still not offline yet. So we had an online meeting. So we spoke
mm-hmm,
to them, everything, and then we chose the president, vice president, and officially we formed the club.
mm,
And that club that started, I think, somewhere last year, July, around July. As of this year, we have already moving into like almost 500 students already, club members.
okay, it's great.
Uh, and then this is the first blockchain and cryptocurrency club in Malaysia. I want to say Asia because I later on I realized I came to know that even in Singapore they don't have such a club in a
Oh,
university.
I see.
Okay, so I would love to say that first in Asia, but I haven't done any research on that or checked with other universities whether they really. So I don't want to say that, but I'm proud to say that we are the first one in Malaysia, right, to have such a club with the highest number of students like this. And then we progress giving education and awareness, and we brought in industry. They will come and give talk to them. We got sponsorships from them. Even YGGC were there before. All right, that's how I brought in YGGC to see them. Okay, and now they are already on their own, on their move already. That means now I
Mm,
don't have to tell them, oh, okay, try to get to the industry, try to bring in, try to bring in that. No need. All right, they already
yeah,
got their own contacts and they are expanding by on their own. So
yeah,
now moving forward, what we are planning now is we want to give, because you're I like they say, for example, they already have a knowledge what's next.
mm,
you know you already, I
correct.
have got the knowledge, I'm in the club, so what's the next benefit? So now we are moving into give them the right education, probably subjects, specific subjects on what they call smart contract,
Yeah,
or anything to do with codings and stuff where they can slowly progress. So we have already got people who are already coming in and
yeah,
adopting it into our system. And in fact, even before I went in, APU has already got topics or modules on blockchain where they go
mm,
and explain what is blockchain all about in different areas, right? And one of the IT school, they also have one entire module on not really on blockchain subject, but on smart contract and stuff like that, blockchain
yeah,
subject. So at the
mm,
moment, we are moving into that particular area. Now, once we
mm,
already have a proper education where our students or our lecturers start
yeah,
getting the knowledge on smart contract and stuff like that,
mm.
we are planning to progress further. Then we can move into a proper degree platform.
That's great.
So
That's great.
it has to be a step by step thing. So it cannot happen very soon, but it's
Um,
coming. It's coming.
it's gonna take time, lah, actually.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Mm. And then moving forward, do you have any project that which is related to NFT?
Okay. All right. I have recently I've been also chosen as a director of innovation and communication for a Malaysian company called Masverse. All right.
Mm.
Masverse is already we are already in talks with APU. Now we are going to come up with our own micro credential courses where the certificate is going to be in NFT.
Okay.
So it's already on. So probably next week we're already launching it.
Okay. That's great. That's great.
So we are going to be the first one. I mean, Masters will be the first company or Web3 company that is going to launch its first micro credentials in Web3. Sorry, micro credentials in NFT format.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So our this AMA sessions it's been almost 60 minutes already, 1 hour. So we
Oh
already
wow.
come to the last question where we're
Okay.
going to ask Mr. Suresh. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any words to advise for those who want to build their own career in this field, and or if is there any advice to our communities in these blockchains or NFT?
Okay, maybe I won't go specifically on NFT, but because when
Mm.
I say blockchain, part of it is already covered, right? So probably I can say, uh, okay, now if let's say if you are interested in building a career, okay, if you are interested in building a career in blockchain technology, here, I mean, there are, I wouldn't say what, not an advice, maybe something that from my mind, lah, basically. Number one,
Mm.
you have to educate yourself, right?
Yeah.
The question you asked just now, why is it not still not many into this platform? Education, all right?
Yeah.
So you have to educate yourself. Now it is important to have a strong understanding of the underlying technology and concept that drive the blockchain system. You need to know that. Now this can involve, when I say educate, means how? Reading books, taking online courses, or even earning a degree in a related field. Now you have already online, degree. A lot of universities overseas are already giving. So that is one way that you can educate yourself. You should also build your skills. Now, in addition to learning about the theory behind what we call blockchain technology, it is important to develop practical skills in coding and also programming. I'm not telling you must have a coding, because you see, when you say blockchain company or blockchain technology, it is not, the job offering is not only for coders, all right? People get this misconception that I need to know coding if I want to go and join a blockchain company. No, it's not like that. As I give you myself as an example, I'm not a coder, but I'm a blockchain consultant, all right? You can be a good person in marketing. Companies need marketing for this blockchain technology. Now, you can have the best, let's say you are the best coder in the world, you have the best company that you are with, but with a bad marketing, or you
Mm.
don't have a proper marketing, your entire product is nothing. All right,
Yeah.
it's zero, right? No matter how good it can give a solution, you can keep
Correct.
talking, oh, my product can give good solution, but somebody else with the 50 or 60% of solution, but because his marketing is so good, they are the ones where the entire and the whole world will adopt it. Not
Yeah.
your the best product, your 100% best product, they won't adopt. Okay,
Correct.
so that is very important. So if you are studying marketing, right, this is also a place where you can venture in, right?
Yeah.
And you can have many accounting, companies, blockchain companies needs accountants, right? When the money is coming in, cryptocurrency is coming in as a payment, all right, how are you going to convert that, right? How are you going to do a ledger in your company? So these are the
Mm.
many areas of job scope that you have. All right, this is where you have to build your skill. So not just coding, I'm just giving coding as an example. If you want to be a developer or something, maybe a
Mm.
coding part you can just learn it as a part time, just for the sake of, you want to know. You can do that. Yeah, I've done two certificates on blockchain technology itself. So one of it is, see, I forgot the name of that certificate also. because because it's just for your knowledge, you go and do. After that, I forget, it's something nice, but then I forgot. It has a small bit of coding that they taught us there inside. I was so excited
Mm.
when I was doing it, but now you ask me,
Okay.
I have forgotten it. All right, so that's very important. So this can involve learning programming languages such as Python, C++, or Solidity, as well as frameworks like Ethereum or Hyperledger, and stuff like that, right? And build your skills. So basically that's building your skills. And you should go and network, okay, yourself, okay, network and get involved in the community. All right, you can't be just sitting down and thinking that people will come and invite you, come, let's go for this and that. No, you have to keep checking, who's gathering, and there's communities talking about, okay, look into Twitter space, be friends with people like Michael, myself, okay,
Yeah.
or if you have a lot of people, so we can tell you, oh, come, we're having this talk, we're having that talk, oh, it's coming here, and so on. So
Mm.
network is very important. So get involved in the community. So the blockchain industry is a fast moving and rapidly evolving field, right? So it is important to stay up to date, okay, with
Mm.
the latest development. This can involve joining online communities, attending meetups, conferences, and even connecting with others who are working in the industry also, right? And also you can be open to new opportunities, right?
Yeah.
The blockchain industry is still in early stages, And there are many opportunities to be involved in projects and companies that are driving innovation. You must keep an open mind and be willing to take on new challenges as they rise. And
Mm.
then don't be afraid, ask for help. Okay, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Building a career in a field can be challenging, okay, because you have to build a career, and the blockchain
Correct.
industry is no exception. All right. So don't be afraid to seek out guidance and mentorship from others who have more experience in the field. So you should open there. All right. Okay, this
Correct.
is if you want to build a career in the community. Now,
Mm.
I have some piece of advice for the blockchain community itself, right?
Mm.
Okay, number one, the blockchain communities out there, you should foster inclusivity, right? Now, blockchain
Mm.
technology has the potential to benefit people from all walks of life, right? So it is important to ensure that the community is inclusive and welcoming to people from diverse background. You cannot say, oh, you want to come for my community, you have to have this background knowledge of some kind of coding, or you
Mm.
tell them, oh, you must have a basic knowledge or basic understanding of blockchain. You
Yeah.
cannot put all these conditions. I know some of the community, they do that. They say, oh, if you want to join us, then you must have a blockchain knowledge, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. But
Correct.
then later on, I realized, I was wondering, some people asked me, can I go and join? I didn't know about this particular group. So what happened? They said, you must have a bit of a background. They went in. Looks like it was more like a money making MLM type of company.
Mm.
Okay, can you imagine that?
Yeah.
So this is one thing that people are, they put off, because a lot of people, they do that. So you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
All right, be
Mm.
open for everyone.
Yeah.
All right. So in case they come and ask you questions, hey, what is blockchain? Huh? Don't go and make fun of them and say, hey, how come you never know anything about blockchain? No, you are here. Don't do all that. Okay, it has
Mm.
happened to a lot of people.
Yeah.
After that, they don't want to go back.
Mm.
They feel shy. Okay, so this is for the community basically. So encourage collaboration. All right.
Yeah.
Now, blockchain projects often involve complex technical challenges that can be difficult to solve on your own. Right.
Mm.
Now, so you should encourage your members of the community to work together and collaborate on projects, as this can lead to faster progress and more innovative solutions can come, right? Because you
Mm.
never know what type of knowledge or idea someone is going to bring for you, right? If you don't want to collaborate, right? And then
Yeah.
you should promote education. Okay, community should promote education. Now, the blockchain industry is still relatively new, and
Yeah.
many people may not be familiar with the technology or how it works. As
Yeah.
Michael asked just now, why is it still so many people didn't know? All right.
Yeah.
So this is the task for the community. You have to promote the education,
Yeah.
encourage members of the community to educate themselves and
Mm.
others about the blockchain technology and also its potential uses. Now,
Yeah.
also, you should encourage ethical behavior. Just now I mentioned about something which is unethical earlier. Okay, so you should
Mm.
encourage the ethical behavior. The technology has the potential to disrupt many industries and change the way the people do business, basically.
Yeah.
So it is important for you to encourage the ethical, because ethics is very important, and ensure that the community is acting in a way that is fair and transparent, right? Now,
Yeah.
also, you should foster open communication, right?
Correct.
Good communication is essential, is very very important for any community to thrive. All right. Now, encourage members of the community to share their ideas, ask questions, and engage in open and honest dialogue. Right.
Mm.
Relatively a lot of communities, they don't do dialogue sessions. They only
Correct.
present and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
Of course, there will be questions, but it's not dialogue. It's just question and answer session. Okay,
Mm.
dialogues are totally different. All right, so you should try to come up with dialogue also. Now, this can
Yeah.
help to build trust and foster a sense of collaboration with the community. They will trust you more. All right.
Correct.
So this is my take on community, and also if you want to build a career, these two groups.
Okay, okay. So, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Suresh, for a very fantastic sharing tonight. Okay, I think it's
Most
about the
welcome.
time for us to end this session. So, before we really go for ending, Mr. Suresh, do you have any conclusion or advice to our community member who still online?
Oh, that
Yeah.
that conclusion about the community was the conclusion for the community member actually. Actually, if maybe you might want to open a question for people, for the public to ask.
Yeah, okay. We're open for to
uh
the ground for any question would you like to ask Mr. Suresh around here before we end our session? Okay. So far,
no questions, I guess.
yeah, no question. Yeah. Okay. So never mind. It's okay. We still have chance to meet our Mr. Suresh in coming future because in 26th of December after the Christmas, so we still have another session with this is a sharing, a fantastic sharing from Mr. Suresh about the blockchain course. Okay, so if those members, community members who are really
Michael,
interested,
it's 20,
yeah.
sorry Michael, sorry to disturb, it's 27.
Oh, 27. All right. Sorry.
Yes.
Uh, all right. Yeah. 26 is still holiday. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 it's,
correct.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's 27 December. So for those who are interested in this subject, please stay tuned with our YGGC AMA session. All right. So
All right.
now I represent YGG Asia to express our appreciation to Mr. Suresh. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for your interesting sharing tonight. And we wish to see you in 27 December very soon. Okay. So thanks a lot, Mr. Suresh. Okay,
You're most welcome.
yeah, thank you. So
Thank
we'll
you.
see you next time. Okay, thank you. Good night.
Okay, sure. Good night. All
Thank
right,
you.
bye.
Bye.